Got my eyes straight ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low. Let the wind
Hey, it's been a big weekend. Had a few days off. Tell you what, some jaw-dropping news over the weekend. I saw a meme coming out said I think it was on Twitter, and it was posted, and I think it might have been Elon Musk. I'll have to find it and put it up. But it was the news on Twitter this week. You had Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg getting ready for a fight or an argument or something, and everyone's jaws dropping. Then the next news item was the submarine, the submersible, which was had disappeared, and everyone's glued to the TVs watching. Then by the end of the week, you had the how do you pronounce it, Wagner or Wagner mutiny in Russia. I've got to admit, by the end of the week last week, I was just sitting there like, what the heck is going on in the world? Like, man, I sat up, I think it was Friday night. I don't know what time I sat up till, just checking out news stuff, just trying to see what was going on. You thought it was all going to hit the fan in Russia. It was very intriguing. It's funny. I went and watched the movie, the new DC movie, The Flash, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was, I didn't mind it. I think the appearance of Michael Keaton really made the film, in my opinion. Old school Batman, all that stuff. I like the story of the Flash, the young hero with these superpowers who really just wants to save his mum from being killed. Yeah, a good storyline. I think it was well done. But I tell you what, fact is far more interesting than fiction these days. I was just, yeah, my eyes were glued to the TV and internet, just checking out everything that's going on. And then, unfortunately, obviously, the submersible had imploded, and the next day, the military coup or whatever you want to call it, it all turned around, and Putin's trying to get around it. And there's talks of $6 billion going missing in America. People are wondering what happened there. Did it was that just a what was supposed to be just a $6 billion, 6.2 billion, I think it was, funding error going to Ukraine? It's only a lazy 6.2 billion. Now Australia's sending over another 100 million or something like that worth of hardware. I think it is to Ukraine as well. My point is fact. The facts are far more interesting than fiction these days. And then obviously you still got this rubbish going on because it's the whole month. In actual fact, we have way more than a month these days of quote unquote pride celebrations, where apparently you can go out and rejoice in the fact that you have sex with a certain you like having sex with a certain group of people, and it's therefore your right to tell everyone about it. And it's good stuff, apparently. Anyway, so in New York City, they had this parade, and you've probably seen this because it's been everywhere. But a group of these people involved in the Pride Parade, was saying part of their chant, as you have to have a chant if you're in a good parade, you have to have a chant, and why not have something that really is going to bug people? Because obviously we've had a lot of people saying, hey, the thing with the LGBT rainbow community, and especially with the trans thing, is they're coming for the children. They want your children. They're targeting your children. Here in Australia, we have the hospital in Victoria where, they're really trying to help uh, trans children as young as 10. They're helping them with their transitioning because, they're 10 years old. Obviously, they've come to this decision. They've had this epiphany that obviously they are in the wrong body. So we've had these just good-hearted doctors that have decided, well, this is what we should be doing. We should be helping the young children transition. And then obviously I talked about the other week, we have trying to organize discos or balls, whatever you want to call them, And the age group that they're targeting is 12-year-olds, 12-year-olds to 24. So you want to have a disco where you go from 12 to 24 because a 12, 13, 14-year-old has a lot in common with the 24-year-old. Nothing. What could possibly go wrong? And, apparently, but you can only do that if you're in the rainbow community. You couldn't do that in the straight community. A couple of years ago, we obviously had the group, I think it was a San Francisco gay men's choir, had the song, We're Coming for Your Children. We have all these drag shows specifically targeting children, very young children. We'll come and read storybooks to your young children. And then the gay rainbow, whatever community you want to call it, or even the politicians will stand up and say, hey, we're not coming for your children. We're not targeting your children. No way. There's no way. All these people accuse us of grooming. That's just not true. Just not true. We would never, never, how dare you accuse us of grooming? We would never do that. Of course, they would never do that. Of course not. Of course not. How dare we? How dare we assume? How dare we say something so vulgar? So how dare we say something so vulgar? So let's have a look at this. This has just happened just a couple of days ago. Have a listen to what these stunning and brave people are saying. No. Well, no. Don't accuse us of grooming your children. We may have a parade where we say, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. And can I go back? Where is it? There's a woman in this parade here, and woman there, she's basically topless. I think she's got like little, I don't know, something very ugly over her breasts, covering her nipples. I mean, but no, this is just it's just a love fest, a love parade. Love conquers all. We're not groomers, not at all. We're not, there's nothing indecent about our behavior. We just walk around topless in a parade in public saying we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. But love is love. Anyway, you get the gist of it. We don't need to listen to any more of that rubbish. But let's go. And what did the New York Post say about this? I was talking about gaslighting the other week, and how this is the ultimate gaslighting, isn't it? When you heard what they said, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. But in the New York Post, they've said, hey, it's all in good fun. New York City Pride Parade revelers sound off on controversial drag march chant, just adding fuel to the fire, they've said. Let's go. Revelers at the New York City Pride Parade on Sunday sounded off, with some saying the shouts of we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children could spark more anti-gay hate. Well, why would they think that? I mean, everyone's saying that they're grooming your children, but why? Why would we ever believe it? The chant, yelled Friday at the annual drag march in East Village, was seen as a misguided joke. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's like that dance that they have in Australia, wanting 12-year-olds to come and mix with 24-year-olds. Is that just a joke as well? Is it just a joke? Someone says, I don't think it was the right group or the right time to make a joke about that. So, do you reckon? Said Angela, how do you say that? Gyoza, a mum from Cold Springs, New York, who went to the parade with her son, Matthew Poccarillo, who came out 12 years ago. Okay. They're in danger every day, said Gyozo, told the Post. They're in danger every day. Okay. Referencing recent attacks on drag shows and the gay community as a whole. They're bullied, they're harassed, they're beaten, they're killed, and that's not the right time to make a joke. I don't know what the purpose was. I don't know whether their mindset was, but it's just adding fuel to the fire. But others were more cavalier, dismissed the chant as a harmless jab at anti-gay activists who falsely falsely accuse those in the LGBTQ community of being pedophiles and child groomers. That's because especially the trans, I hate calling it community, but this group, the trans people, they keep wanting to talk to young, very young children about their sex and their sex gender and their sexuality, and talk to them about coming out as a trans child. You can be as young, like I said, under 10, and have this silly thought that want to dress up in your mother's clothes or shoes or something, and my child might be actually a, born a female, but actually a boy, or born a boy, actually a female. But no, it's all a joke. So they go on and say it's all in good fun, said Kelly Otorina, a longtime parade veteran who called herself a huge supporter of drag. If you're taking it like that, then that's a you problem, not an us problem. It's a you problem, not an us problem. Of course, why would we ever think that when you march in a parade yelling, "We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children," why would we ever think that you're actually serious? Maybe it's because all of your actions, because at the end of the day, it's your actions that really count. So if you say it and then your actions meet up with what you're saying, maybe that's why people have the opinion that the LGBT rainbow plus community is actually coming for the children. They say it all the time. Their actions prove it. Prove me wrong. It's a dangerous ideology. It's demonic. But that's just my opinion. Hey, I'm going to be doing another episode just talking about some of the, we had some issues with certain police groups around Australia. Going to be doing an episode just talking about some stuff that's happened in Australia. Obviously, I can't talk too much about Queensland Police. I wouldn't want to. Very precious organisation. I don't want to say anything false or misleading about them. Nothing that will hurt their feelings, but some other police groups have done some things. We'll go and talk about that. Thanks for listening to the slippery slope.
They just fuel a desire that will take me higher. I'm on fire because nothing's gonna bring me down. Nothing's gonna bring me down. Nothing's gonna stop me now. No more deals to be done. Nothing's gonna just focus on me goal. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Nothing's gonna hold me down. Got my eye on the prize. Got my eye